Hi, grade 7. This is the math video for Chapter 4, Form 2C. Chapter 4, Form 2C. It's your practice test. First problem's asking for the slope of the line. Well, if you look off to the right, one of the dots is at negative 3, 1. And the other dot is at, 1, negative 1. Nope, I got that wrong. The first dot is at negative 3, negative 1, and the second dot is at 1, negative 1. Well, how do you find the slope of something like that? Well, don't you follow the pattern of second y minus the first y over the second x minus the first x? Yep. So go ahead and figure that out. If you have any questions, talk to me. Look at 2 through 5. 2 through 5. You're supposed to turn them into simplest form. I'd like to look at number 4 especially. Number 4 says express the rate of 296 miles in 5 hours. 296 miles in 5 hours. And then it says express that as a unit rate. In other words, you need to change it so that it has 1 hour on the bottom. When they say express it as a unit rate, they're saying change this fraction so that it is a fraction with 1 on its bottom. Okay, if you have any questions, ask me. How about number 5? Which is the better buy? 12 reams of paper for $24.50. If it were you or me, I'd be writing this fraction first of all. And then it says, what about 5 reams of paper for $15.25? 5 reams of paper for $15.25. Okay, here's what you need to do with this. You need to solve 2 different proportions. You need to solve this one so that it's a unit rate. And then you need to solve this one as a unit rate. And then you need to compare the answers because you're trying to find out which one's the better deal. Okay? So, solve and find out which one's the better deal. Sorry. Hopefully I'll stop coughing soon. I think it's because I ate something right before the video. Anyway, that's what you're doing in number 5. Let's move on to 6, where they're talking about rates of change. And 6 is asking for rate of change from 2:10 to 2:15. 7 is asking for the rate of change from 2:30 to 3 o'clock. I'm going to do number 6 for you. Number 6 for you. Okay? Well, I picked those 2 ordered pairs that they gave you there. At 2:10, the ordered pair is 2:10, 0.5. And at 2:15, the ordered pair is 2:15, 1. Okay? Now remember, this is our x value, this is our y value, x value, y value. So it would be 1 minus 0.5 over 2:15 minus 2:10. And remember, up here we're talking about inches of rain, right? So this is 0.5 inches, and here we're talking about minutes, so that would be 5 minutes. Are we done? No, because we're supposed to be turning this into a rate of change, and we don't have a rate of change here yet until we change this into a fraction that has 1 as its denominator. So, I need to solve this proportion. This times this divided by this would give us our answer. And it actually ends up being 0.1 inches per 1 minute. In other words, 1/10 of an inch per 1 minute. That's the entire answer for number 6. Number 7 is a similar problem. Number 8, they're asking for the slope. In number 8, I would just pick 2 random ordered pairs. I'm going to pick the first one, which is negative 2, 4. And the second one, which is 0, 3, and then I'd use that formula. The second y minus the first y over the top of the second x minus the first x. And I would use that to find the slope of problem 8. Number 9, you're finding slope again there. One of the interesting things about number 9 is they don't put any dots on the line, but you can put in your own dots. For example, I'd probably put a dot at 1, 8. And I'd probably put another dot at, how about 2, 16? 1, 8, and 2, 16. And then I'd use those dot locations, 1, 8, and 2, 16, to create my slope formula. And then what does it mean, though, when it says interpret as a rate of change? As a rate of change. Well, what they're talking about there is you need to write some sort of sentence in which you describe the rate of change. So let's try it. Wouldn't this be 16 minus 8 over 2 minus 1, or 8 over 1? And what does the H represent in this problem? Does it represent the hours or the amount earned? Well, the top number is the amount earned. The bottom number is the hours in this problem, because these are our x values, and the x values, according to the table, are the number of hours, and these are our y values, and the y values are the amount earned. So I'd write something like, the person is earning $8 for every 1 hour that they are working. The person is working 8 hours for every 1 hour that they are working. That would be an example of interpreting it as a rate of change. 10 and 11, you should just be able to solve those. Cross multiply, divide by the remaining number. I don't know. The backside, a lot of that work is going to be solved by proportions on the backside. I think I'm going to stop at this point, but if you have any questions, talk to me. Thank you.